In 2017, the state of Tennessee, unbeknownst to us at the Veranda, had a change in a law for adult daycare. We were placed under adult daycare, not respite. So little did I realize when I went to a meeting one day that I was going to find out about this new law. Had no clue that the law had been passed. And so we were going to lose the Veranda. And so I was going to have to let people go. How do you tell a family you can't come anymore? We got together with our attorney and some of the volunteers at the Veranda, which we could not do without the volunteers, and we said, we've got to do something about this. Let's tackle the legislative process.
The Veranda originally enjoyed an informal exemption from various kinds of regulatory oversight because it was structured as a Mother's Day Out or Parents' Day Out program. And there is already an exemption in the Tennessee Code for Parents' Day Outs. And what we did basically was look around to see if we could find other examples in other states, and found a good example in Georgia. So we modeled our legislation on the Georgia statutes and met with legislators and the Department of Human Services. And I think the result that we've come up with has been pretty good, although the trip through the sausage mill has at times been a little bit upsetting.
Phew. It was huge to me. It's been a year battle, almost a year. Lieutenant Colonel Representative Rogers came to the Veranda and she said, if you can have Parents' Day Out, which used to be Mother's Day Out, why can you not have Caregiver Day Out? Why can the state not recognize that there are many, many caregivers out there that need respite care, a few hours, just like young mothers do? And I said, how hard can this be? How hard? We have legislation already for parents. Why can we not have legislation for caregivers? And she just looked at us like, I don't know the answer to that one, but I'll work on it. And so she did, and she contacted Senator Hale, and the rest is history. And I just have to tell you how good God is. When people were on one side of us saying it can't be done, we never got one nay vote. In the whole entire process, not one nay. God knows this is right.
First off, it's a respite bill. It's to give folks a rest who are taking care of other individuals. In our history, we have typically helped take care of our elderly within our family situation. In more recent years, that has not necessarily taken place. And this is going back toward that idea of being able to help take care of the individual, the elderly person, within the home situation. But when you do that, then you put an enormous amount of pressure upon the caregiver. And this gives a respite for that caregiver, just a short period of time each week. It may be just to go to the grocery store, to the beauty shop, to get a haircut, all those type of things that we take for granted when we don't have 24/7 responsibility. And with 24/7 responsibility, there are times that you need to be able to take care of yourself a little bit and run some errands and just be able to breathe. And so that's what this bill does. This allows volunteers to step in and help those family members in an organized way through a faith-based organization.
I have always been a little bit frustrated in what I see as the retreat of the church. You know, the church was the center of our communities for many, many years. And it's come under attack so much, by the secularists, that there's no purpose for government. No purpose for the church. Keep it small, keep it within your four walls. And the more that the churches comply with that ideology, the more irrelevant they are going to become. If they were supporting their communities enough, supporting the people enough, if government could see what the church has to offer, they wouldn't be under attack so much now. And when we were going through this, I thought this bill was going to meet with so much opposition, you know, because it did focus on the church. I thought, oh my God, the secularists are going to come against us. Private enterprise is going to come against us. I am aware that there was a lobbyist running around coming against us, and so I was really worried about going into it. Every single committee in both sides of the, both sides of the aisle, both chambers, there was not a single nay. On the House floor, in the Senate, there were no nays, and I think what is happening is that maybe there is some recognition within government that, oh yes, there is a role of the church in society. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling myself, that this is going to start opening the door. And again, as I said, we're just going to keep pushing because we have a lot to offer.
The church is huge in this. They have an opportunity to step up to the plate and take care of the people underneath the steeple. We're commanded to do it by the Lord. Again, it was important enough for Jesus to look down and say, take care of my mama for me.